tweaked it and, molded it to fit our situation and fit the 21st century world. We want to be politically correct when the political government is corrupt. Because when the government was under the word, we have had the problems we have right now. But because they want to satisfy everybody, they want to please everybody, you want to step on nobody's toes, you don't want to hurt anybody's feelings. At the end of the day, we want that Wednesday, why is the homosexual community called gay when nothing about their lifestyles is happy? It's a struggle. Young gay children have the highest suicidal rates.
Yes, they do.
That's the problem. So why is it that we, the world, are trying to protect and make something feel ease when they don't even feel ease themselves? You can't, I can't do that. I know we're friends. I can't do that. I can't follow that. I love you with the love of Christ. Come on and come to church with me. But then I can't do. Why? Because I'm scared of the fire. Just start saying that. When you turn something down and somebody asks you why, how dare they to ask you why anyway? But there's a spirit of boldness that the enemy has come, and they have the nerve to ask you why you want to live right, why you want to love like Christ commanded you to love. Why is it that you don't want to do this? You can't go there. Why? Because I feel the fire. You may not be scared of the fire, but me, I'm hot right now. And this, verse 6, and this love that we walk according to his commandment, this is the commandment, just as you have heard from the beginning, so that you should walk in it. We have to go back to the beginning. We have to go back to the beginning. Children, I cannot sit up here and tell you it is okay to do what the rest of the world is doing as long as you're coming to church. I can't do it. Now, no matter if you listen to me or not, I have to tell you the truth because I am commanded to do so. Yes. And once you realize there's another place, I have to be scared of a fire, then that makes my job easier. But the thing is, I can't lie about it. I can't pretend. I can't, just skip over the issue. We got to stop sugarcoating the word. Amen? Verse number 7, for many deceivers have gone out into the world, those who do not confess the coming of Jesus Christ in the flesh. Such a one, this is the English Standard Version. Such a one is the deceiver and the antichrist. Shut your mouth. So you mean to tell me, if I don't open up my mouth and tell you about the coming of Jesus Christ and tell you that there is another place that you can go besides heaven, when you leave here, then I am considered the antichrist? It's in the word. Did I make that up? I don't think I did. But that's none of my business, though. It is. It's in the word. So what it means is that you have to get a place in your life where you can't be afraid to stand up and talk about what's right. It's not about being a Jesus freak, about being a Jesus fanatic. It's not about being a preacher, an apostle, a bishop, an evangelist. It's about you are commanded to do so. So I can't sit here and pretend to you like, okay, that's okay. It's all right if you do that. Just come on and go to church. They don't have nothing to do with it. I am commanded to do so. If not, I am the Antichrist. What when you think of somebody that worships the devil, you think they were all black, they do curses, they do spells, and they're what do you call it? Gothic, they wear black lipstick and all this kind of stuff. No, Antichrist will be looking just like you if you refuse to tell somebody else about the coming of Jesus. Amen? Oh, y'all done got quiet in here. Y'all all right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Making sure everything all right. Watch yourselves so that you may not lose what we have worked for, but may win a full reward. All of this would be for naught You wasting your gas coming all the way out here to Mapleton County. Coming all the way out here, learning this Bible, learning these words, all the classes, all the time you spent sitting under this great leadership. All of it will be for naught if you don't reap the great reward. Don't let your living be in vain. Don't let your whole existence be for nothing, all because you didn't want to open your mouth and say right from wrong. I have two very close friends. It's one person I'm going to talk to every day, and if I don't, she going to call me because there's a problem, and that's my mother. I love you. So I'm going to talk to her every day. I have two other very close friends that I talk to every day throwing texts, whether it's good morning, how you doing, what's going on. I call them my sisters. I've been knowing them for a very long time. We done did some things together. Y'all understand me? When we was younger, we used to say, you know what, we gonna make us the black sitcom. You gonna be the Samantha, I'm gonna be the Carrie. Y'all know that show? We was the black ones of it. Okay? If you don't know where about it, stay safe. So, even to this day, I still talk to them every day. They're single, they're not married or whatever. One is in DC, one is right here in Southwest Atlanta. And we talk, we act crazy, we act the fool, but because now I know the charge on my life, I didn't disconnect myself from them, but my conversation became a little bit different. One, because I love them. They my sisters, okay? However, at the end of the day, when we end our conversation, I have to say stuff like, Jesus is all you need. And they laugh, but I have to say it. They still call me, we still talk about the dates they go on and this, that, and the other, and we laugh and they tell me, well, what you think about this? They already know what I'm going to say, but I let them talk. But at the end of the day, it is my duty. I still have a responsibility, even to my homegirls, to say, you know what? Why are you doing that? Jesus is really all that you need. And in the beginning, they're like, oh, you going to say that because you married, so you don't have to go what I go through, so of course you going to say that. You right. Because when I was single, I didn't want no married woman telling me to keep my legs closed either, because you ain't got to. That's the truth. Most single women, they don't want to hear, they can't really receive from a married person trying to minister to them, telling them to keep themselves. Why? You ain't keeping yourself right now. You good. You ain't dealing with this, what I got to deal with. Young people, am I telling the truth? Keep yourself. Why you kissing? Why you holding hands? Because I see you and daddy kissing and holding hands all day. I want to be in love too. Come on and let's tell the truth in this place. Is that okay? But you have to get to a place that even though it's hard, even though you don't want to hear that, even though you don't want to hear, save yourself to marriage. Wait till God singing your Boaz. Just wait till God waits. Come on now. Nobody want to hear it. So we start preaching it. The singles ministry going out to the clubs. What? Come on now. Instead of saying that God is your companion until he sends you. If you don't know Jesus, if you don't have a relationship with him, you can never have a good relationship with a husband or wife. But we don't want to say that. That's too tight. That's not right. You gonna run the people out of the church. We trying to bring them in. We trying to draw them. With what? With lies? But that's none of my business, though.
You preach, Candace. Go and preach.
It's the truth. But you have to be real. Give them a reason why, parents. Don't just say, what you got? You don't need no boyfriend for. What you got a boyfriend for? What you got to hold hands for? What you got? It's too late. Don't talk on the phone after midnight. Why? Give them a reason why.
That's right. That's why.
Give them a reason why. Why? Because you should be scared of the fire. And one thing leads to the next and another leads to the next. Break it down. Otherwise, they're going to be like, okay. Because see, once you teach that, be scared of the fire, but don't be scared of the fire. They're going to have their own unction of the Holy Ghost when they begin to do something that's not right. They're not going to need you standing over them telling them not to do this, not to do that, not to do this, not to do that. Even though I did it. But now I'm saved, so I don't understand what you're going through. Now look straight forward. Don't look at your parents. Don't look left or right. Just look straight forward. Okay? Just look straight forward, prophetess. Just look straight forward. Leave my baby alone. Amen? This ain't nothing new. This is old stuff. This is that old time religion. That old time religion that people were talking about. A charge to keep I gotta go to glorify. It's not just my charge. It's your charge. It's your charge. It's your charge. It's your charge. You gotta tell people about the coming back of Jesus Christ.
Yes. Preach.
Oh no. Verse 9. Everyone who goes on in ahead and does not abide in the teaching of Christ does not have God. Let me read that again. That was good, right? Everyone who goes on ahead and does not abide in the teaching of Christ does not have God. What is the teaching of Christ? Thou shalt kill. Thou shalt not steal. Thou shalt not commit adultery. Thou shalt love. The number one, which one is it, you? Thou shalt honor thy parents. That's a commandment. It is. So when you don't, Antichrist. But for real, it seems deep, don't it? But it's serious. Don't be the Antichrist.
Come on.
Doggone it. Don't talk about your friends behind their back. Don't call them all kind of names and stuff like that. The nerve of it. How dare you? But it's in the Word. That's the number one thing in the Word. It goes even further to say, years shall be cut off from your life. Why should I honor my parents? Why you so nice to your mama? She ain't gonna know because I'm scared of the fire. I'm scared of the fire. That's all you got to say. Trust me, they gonna leave you alone. She crazy. They ain't gonna ask you no more. And when they do ask you, you better be prepared to let them know what the fire is.
Yes.
And stand up for what you believe in. I'm not saying don't be mean, don't be cruel to people. Because the greatest commandment is love. But in a loving way, you have to say, I don't like girls. I'm a girl myself.
Make it plain, Pastor.
I was made to multiply. I can't multiply with you.
Come on, man.
Ask the question, what are you doing? What is that about? You do know what you're right. Instead of being like, but that's none of my business, though.
Wow.
Turning your head, spin your teeth, looking out the window. Amen? Y'all doing all right?
Yes.
Verse number 10. If anyone comes to you and does not bring this teaching, do not receive him into your house or give him any greeting. You don't have to be friends with everybody. What?
Come on now.
Jesus.
That's the word. You don't have to invite anyone into your house that doesn't believe in the same word, that doesn't believe in the same God, that does not believe what you believe. You don't have to be rude. But you don't have to accept them into your inner circle. Because there's one thing is, okay, you're ministering to a group of people, you're bringing them up. They're not all the way there, but they listen to you. They respect your position. That's a difference. That's what you're here for. But it's another thing to take on a burden of somebody who just ain't trying to hear it, who always want to be combative, with why they believe what they believe.